Hello, I just want to make a comment. Christian apologist Michael Voris. Our compassion does not come from the cross. The heart of our compassion does not come from the cross. Meaning that your compassion for inhumane punishment does not come from the cross. The Old Testament people who stoned people to death, that was not compassion. This notion that it was from God is garbage. Okay, let's get that straight. Your whole morality is based upon somebody suffering on a cross. Now, how can you call that not ridiculous? Now, I'm sure there's other interpretations of Christianity that could make sense, but again, I don't know much about that. But for you to believe in eternal suffering, which eternal suffering as a concept is hypothetically the worst evil that you could commit, has nothing to do with justice, Mr. Frank Voris. This notion that you cannot comprehend God, and this notion that you is a complete, utter cop-out. We can clearly understand what you're saying. We can clearly understand your concepts. What we conclude is that eternal suffering is absolutely evil. There's no relativism. See, it's not, we have to show mercy for the sins of others here, and there's no mercy if you unrepent. You see, that's called relativism, and that is exactly what you accuse the modernist. See, we can't. There's just certain things that just can't. Certain things that just don't jive. To rationalize this in your brain is a reflection upon the cowardice of you being saved. Because clearly, the only reason why you claim to love God is because you want to save your ass. And now that sounds crude, but it's true, isn't it? I mean, seriously. Either you want to be saved or you want to hope to be saved. So you'll do all the good deeds, so-called good deeds, that the great book tell you, or the great pope, or the great popes of you tell you, without thinking about whether those things are moral or immoral. Now, you could use this bizarre, ridiculous reasoning, convoluted reasoning to justify your stupidity, but at the end of the day, that's the only reason why you love God. And it's not and you can sit there and say, you don't understand. It seems that way. No, it doesn't seem that way. It is that way. Okay? It is that way. It is exactly that way. And you probably won't change. You don't sit there and say that I'm just a deluded atheist and you have this transcendental view of God that is through the sacraments to puff your justification for the most despicable belief system I've ever seen. Eternal suffering, to me, it's not a negotiable, okay? It's not. I can't perceive. I have no intolerance, so I'm dogmatic in that. I have no intolerance for you tell me something that is clearly and absolutely the greatest form of evil imagined. Suffering is the greatest form of evil imagined. What you proclaim is justice. Okay? You could use all these words you want. So keep that in mind, Frank, Michael Voris. There is no logic that can justify it. And to say it's beyond your reasoning is a cop-out. It's not beyond our reasoning. It's clearly in our reasoning to find it evil. Clearly. No different forms of logic, what's standard, or just different ways of thinking. This is objective reality. Have a nice day.